Hey everybody, what's going on? I have a new person with me today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Sophia. Um, I'm a gamer and trans woman.
A gamer.
True.
I literally never see you play video games.
It's because I only play RuneScape.
RuneScape is the only game she plays. It's like not even a contest. What do you even do in RuneScape? I still don't understand.
Literally just click the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a RuneScape player, and I'm non-binary, as well as a femboy question mark. And to some people, I think they would say I'm a chaser. What do you
True.
think?
True and slash or false,
Yeah.
depending on your perspective.
What is your perspective as a representative of the trans community?
I mean, kind of, but like I just don't think it's that big of a deal, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. So, given the fact that I like women and I like dick, and I also happen to have a certain preference for women who have dicks.
Mhm.
And you're a woman with a dick that I like.
Yeah, so I guess that means that I've been successfully chased and captured.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I'm I'm sort of curious. Like I feel like I'm of two minds on this topic because I have this particular preference,
Mhm.
but I also don't think I'm weird about it. Like there's a category of people who are like super fucking weird about it.
I mean, of course, yeah, like people who are fetishists and not really looking for the kind of deep connection that most relationships require,
Yeah.
and just basically want to suck the dick. They just want to suck the dick. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah.
They want to suck on a girl's penis.
Yeah. Which a lot of women would like though.
Hmm. Um. mm,
Not all of them.
some. I mean, there's obviously going to be girls out there looking for a quick fling, but chasers tend to be very deceptive with their practices.
Yeah.
They will present themselves as having one interest while pursuing a completely different path.
Yeah. Do you want to be less vague? I have autism.
Mm. basically they'll lead you on,
Hmm.
and then as soon as they can get your dick in their mouth, they'll they'll find their next conquest to chase.
Yeah.
That's kind of the cycle of the chaser.
So they're like fuck boys, but for trans women.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much.
Yeah. But I'm like a sensitive soft boy who wants a long-term relationship. So what does that make me?
Mm-hmm. So that just means that you have a preference
Yeah.
for trans women, which is perfectly acceptable
Yeah.
and not something to be ashamed about.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Um, the myths have been disproven
Mm-hmm.
right here. Um, but it's interesting to me because like I feel like a lot of the people who really like browbeat over the whole chaser thing, like the people who are most invested in talking about it,
Mm-hmm.
in my experience, it's all been white girls. It's always white girls. I have never heard a trans person of color be like really into shitting on the whole chaser thing.
I think, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think
Mhm.
it's because they're just more likely to be terminally online and, you know,
Mhm.
constantly thinking about this sort of issue.
Yeah.
Whereas like I don't really think it's as big an issue as like people online seem to think.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Like I feel like there's a particular category of person who is like generally like middle class, like
Mm-hmm.
well
Yeah.
off, like
Yeah.
they haven't experienced any sort of serious discrimination. Not to
Right.
say that they couldn't potentially, they
Yeah.
just haven't yet.
And usually white.
Yeah, usually white, um, you know, uh, kind of sheltered. Like, I feel like these people tend to be the first ones who are like the most likely to talk about the whole chaser thing in like a like really extreme way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it there was something interesting you said to me where you said like, why is it that like a lot of trans women seem to uh, be disinterested in like the idea of like more people wanting to date them. I'm sort of rephrasing it, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, could you put that in your own words?
Um. So I think there's this inherent fear that a lot of trans women have of being fetishized.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean it's a valid fear because there is a lot of that in our culture and our society.
Mm-hmm.
Um you know, the kind of people who are like watching she-male videos and that sort of shit and like like actually will call trans women that in real life.
Oh no.
I
Yeah.
mean, like obviously most trans girls aren't looking for that sort of thing
Mm-hmm.
because like it's extremely disrespectful
Yeah, of course.
and rude. But
Yeah.
um, I think that there's also a category of people that just just maybe they're bisexual or they just have a preference for girls that have a dick,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I don't personally see anything wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just personal sexual preference at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. I have a theory about why some people who like trans women are weird about them.
Mm.
Yeah. I think um so do you know what the Kinsey scale is?
Mm.
So the Kinsey scale is the idea that like everyone is on this bisexual spectrum, that everyone is bisexual to some extent,
Right.
and that way more people who are, say for example, men, would be into the idea of being intimate with another guy on some level.
Mm.
And so I feel like it's possible that maybe a lot of guys out there see trans women as like an easy way to have sex with someone with a dick or to like have a dick.
Right.
Yeah,
But
without it
without
being.
having to deal with the social repercussions of that
Yeah,
that
or
that would normally come with being homosexual
yeah,
in our society.
yeah, or like the mental repercussions just for themselves, like internally,
Right.
like
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
it when they take it a step further and then like experiment with a guy, it's like
Yeah.
yeah,
The whole no homo thing, like even
yeah,
even though they like men and they like dick, they want to somehow preserve their sense of masculinity and heterosexuality.
yeah,
So they'll end up trying to bang a trans girl.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like there's something there.
For sure, 100%.
Yeah, like one of the very few times I read the 4chan board LGBT, terrible board, do not go on there. Especially if you're trans, it will like make you want to kill yourself.
True.
But like I saw
Can
that.
confirm.
Oh no. Um, yeah, like I saw a post on there that was like, um, from an Eastern European trans femme, Anon,
Mhm.
who was saying like she gets really disappointed that the only people she can ever hook up with are like closeted gay men
uh,
who are in their 40s on Grinder.
oh, jeez.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, of course that's gonna be awful. You're like a dirty little secret,
yeah,
and you're like basically someone that this straight guy is gonna be completely ashamed of, right?
hmm Yeah.
because he doesn't want to let anyone know that you have a dick. He just wants to enjoy that in private and maintain his image.
Yeah. 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 It's in conclusion, I think sexuality and uh the way that it is looked at and interpreted from a like social perspective or group community, like
Hmm.
it's strange. This is all very strange.
it's it's new territory
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
Yeah. I think the easiest way to remedy all of this would be basically two things. One of them would be to stop being so weird about like small stuff. Like
Literally.
on both sides. Like if you like women who have dicks, or if you like dicks, if you like men, don't be weird about it.
Yeah.
Like just do whatever, be nice.
Own it.
Yeah, own it, be nice, like be respectful, be upfront.
True.
um like and if you're someone who, I don't know, has some concerns about the things that you're seeing out there in the world, then like voice them in a respectful manner and try to take everything into account. Um, like usually these things are more complicated on a case by case basis than they first seem. Um, there's another type.
Yeah. Don't just accuse anybody that you see dating a trans woman of being a chaser. Like that's kind of ridiculous. And I've noticed that there are some people who do stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's another type of chaser I want to talk about though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the fascist chaser.
Oh no. Oh, I feel like they just see it as a conquest, no?
Yeah, literally. It's
Literally, they're like, "Oh, I'm conquering this tranny pussy." It's like
yeah,
that's really gross.
this
That's really fucking gross.
this fallen male.
This failed male.
Yeah, I'm feminizing them into masculinity, or maybe I'm validating my own masculinity by breeding this male. I
Yeah.
is it
That's just wrong. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Moral of the story: don't date fascists.
yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are, really, but
According
especially if you're a trans woman.
yeah. Although I have some bad news for you, babe. According to your government, I am a fascist.
It's over.
It's over.
Hate to say it, but
Yeah. Are you my state mandated GF?
of course, yeah.
Don't say that. Yeah.
I mean, definitely not. I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah. Yeah. No. Fucking Nazis who really fetishize trans women are like the weirdest people of all time.
yeah.
Um.
They're so closeted that like I mean it just seems like they project and they cope and they try and hide their true sexuality in any way that they can, but
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it literally is a matter of them like having this like strange warped interpretation of like the culture war that they view themselves as a part of, because like to them what is more emblematic of the culture war than a quote unquote male that transitions to a woman that is, behaving, um aestheticizing themselves as feminine. Like
mhm.
this is viewed as like, the ultimate sin for themselves. They would never let themselves do that.
Yeah.
But then, when they see this like emblem, this like symbol,
Yeah,
ultimate
they see
symbol.
it. They kind of see it as like an image of leftism in a sense,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the final form.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good way of putting it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um And so they see this final form, and they're
Mm-hmm.
like, um, getting to fuck this person, it's not like they're fucking a human, it's like they're fucking a symbol. This is the
Right.
spoils of the culture war.
And that's okay. Yeah, that is just completely like out of left field, complete insanity.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think there are definitely some people out there who can legitimately be classified as chasers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I've never claimed that chasers don't exist. There are definitely chasers out there.
I've claimed that in the past.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
yeah, you're wrong. It's okay though. Everybody has wrong opinions from time to time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The measure of success is how well you can change them over time.
This is true. Yeah. Based
There's
hate.
hope for everyone, but they just gotta, recognize where they were wrong
Mm-hmm.
in the past.
Yeah, even Nazis.
Yeah, even Nazis, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
even Nazis can get better. It just takes a lot of you know, inner work, self reflection, and just a lot of thinking about your beliefs and if it's really the best way to create a wonderful society for everyone at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day.
Yeah, I think a big component to it as well is compassion, because like if all of the people you talk to are other far right people, like you're just going to be driven further and further down the rabbit hole. I think um, being able to speak with intelligent people of the other persuasion who are willing to humanize them and be compassionate is like a huge component to that puzzle. Um,
For
mo-
sure, 100%. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
because they have this idea in their mind that the other side is, ravenous. They don't want to have any sort of discussion. Um, maybe they're mean spirited and they just want to put them down or not let them express their beliefs. Like these are the kind of thoughts that they think.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that playing into that stereotype is no way to change minds,
Mhm.
no way to change hearts.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the same time, it's nobody's responsibility to change these people,
Yeah.
but I mean, the more if someone can help by being compassionate with people, even when they don't deserve it, um, over time those actions can make a change, I
Mm.
believe.
Yeah, yeah. I I find myself in the camp of like more often than not, I don't have the patience for these people
Right.
or like the
Yeah.
emotional fortitude.
Yeah.
Like I do make the effort for some, but it's like you really got to pick your battles with this stuff, and no
Mm-hmm.
one is obligated to speak to people who, might want to genocide them. Like
Of
if
course.
I were quote unquote friends with someone who were like, oh, your girlfriend is like a fucking tranny degenerate or whatever, I would just be like, okay, go fuck yourself. Like,
True.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. um so I do think you kind of have to pick your battles on that front, and it's like it often takes like a special type of person to be able to get through to people like that.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, compassion, I think that's going to be what changes the world. And maybe, for those of you who are chasers out there, um, maybe maybe you need some compassion in your life, and
you
then
you
you won't.
just you just need to think about why you're chasing at the end
Yeah,
of the day. You need to think about why this is what you're looking for, and if it's really a good reason that doesn't involve some sort of deep-seated fear of rejection or some deep pain that you haven't managed to resolve in your life yet.
yeah. I feel I used to be someone who dehumanized people who I was in relationships with
Mm-hmm.
often. And I feel like for the people who are legitimately chasers, like a huge component to why they're problematic, like as a group, is dehumanization. It's their dehumanization of others.
Right.
And when I look back on my past relationships, I feel like I consistently saw the people I was with not so much as people, but as extensions of myself. I saw them as like almost like objects in a collection,
Mm-hmm.
or like a mirror that you know, might show me what I want to see, but like
Right.
I wasn't willing to see what was much deeper beyond that.
Right.
And so a lot of the actions that I took were quite selfish in those relationships, self-destructive and also destructive to them. And being someone who came from that background and came from those patterns of behavior, that mindset,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if the lack of self-esteem that I had that led to me being that way in the past, and the lack of perspective, the lack of introspection I had, the lack of independence I felt as a person, causing me to cling on to those individuals. Um, I wouldn't doubt that something similar is occurring in the psyche of people who happen to dehumanize trans people in that manner.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely. 100%.
yeah. I think we solved it. Unless you have something more you want to say, sweetheart.
That's all for me.
Yeah. I still don't know what the hell you do in RuneScape.
You just click the same things over and over again all day.
You just click the same button endlessly.
Yeah, but it's fun because your XP counter goes up, your level goes up,
Number go up.
and your money goes up.
Are you saying line go up?
Line go up, number go up. It's fun. Download RuneScape today.
You play RS3, right?
Yes, I play RuneScape 3.
Not OSRS.
Not OSRS.
You would never play OSRS.
Everyone's gonna hate me now because nobody likes that game, but I like that game. It's fun, and you should try it if you like bossing and stuff like that. Because the bossing in RS3 is way better than old school RuneScape, and you can sue me on that. That's fine.
Ooh, controversial takes going on today. That was the most controversial take this whole video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go DEFCON 3 on RS3.
No.
It's a defensive position. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you for defending RS3. We need more people doing that.
I still have no fucking idea what's going on in that game, but it's a high IQ game for wages.
I'll have to force you to play it one day.
She's gonna force fem me into playing RuneScape.
Yeah.
That's how I'll become actually trans for real this time. No joke.
Yeah,
guys.
and then you'll be taking the pills.
We'll see. Okay. I think that's it. Bye.